Well, this is a bit different, isn't it? It's the first time I think I've come fishing there, or first time I've come fishing, I believe, in the dark. So yeah, we banged another one in. There's a few people down there, but I am in a different spot at the river. Same area, different spot, and yeah, this is shit, isn't it? I'm thrown, you see. I'm thrown. That's what it is. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm fishing at the River Humber. It's a 6.3 metre tide, and let's cut for the intro. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm back. We're on the River Humber. I'll do it more professional this time. We're on the River Humber. It's a 6.3 metre tide tonight. It is Thursday, the 7th of November. So I literally caught those 2 cod and all them bundle of fish last week. In last week's video 2 nights ago. And I just thought I'd try it again. I'm in a different spot because there's a couple of people in my bay. It's not my bay. It's just as far as it's the easiest place for me to walk to. And then I can sit down. That's why I fish there. And there's someone fishing on the point as well. So yeah, let's see what there is tonight. Let's hope there's some more cod about, or codling. I ain't fussed. Don't even mind if I just catch haddock. My trousers have fallen down because my boots are pulling them down. And yeah, so it is a happy new year. I'll say it now at the beginning, even though it was last week's. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good New Year's Eve, and I hope you weren't all resting a bit too much of a headache the next day or for the next week. But I hope you had a good time, and I hope you've made some wishes, and I hope you keep them. These New Year's resolutions, you've got to keep them because they're a must, aren't they? I don't know who does keep them, but we've got to try, haven't we? I'm going to lose weight and get more attractive. That's what my New Year's resolution is. I'm going to tone these chiseled looks and lose loads of weight and become an expert fisherman and win the lottery so I can retire. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyhow, we've cut for the intro on the last one, so we ain't got to do that. And if we have, it's just now and you're back. But yeah, so I'm fishing at the Humber. I can't really show you much because it is, let me turn this light on. I'll light up where I am. Touch. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm fishing on the old tarmac, bitumen, whatever you want to call it. I'd say it's tarmac that's been poured all over the rocks. And there's Hull over there. So I am hoping, of all hopes, that we catch a fish. I ain't fussed what it is really. Be nice if it is more codling. Apparently it was busy up there last night. So I'm glad I didn't come last night, but I couldn't have done, I was knackered. But yeah, I've baited up. I've got my 2 rods out. I've got, let's put this over here so I ain't holding it. So yeah, I've got, where's the shelter? There's a bit of dog poo round there. There's a bit round the side there. I was lucky I didn't stand in it. But if the water comes in far enough, I'm going to swash it away. There's quite a few flies there as well. Gnats keep buzzing in my ears, but there weren't any of them on Tuesday night. It was absolutely perfect, and it's nice tonight as well. There's no wind to talk off. It's meant to be blowing 16 mile an hour, so the Met Office have got that wrong again, haven't they? Yeah, last night I just decided, thought to myself, sod it. We caught in the last one, let's go down there and see if a fish is still loitering about. So I put everything on charge. I had to go out in the garage, put stuff on charge, bring stuff in, so it was all on charge in the house. And made my mind up when I come home from work. I laid on the sofa, had a good rest, and I thought, sod it, I'm gonna go. So if I hadn't picked the wife up from school and I'd have come here, left my house at 3, I'd have been there at 4, I'd have been where I normally is, because I think, well, they were both my fish come out of the same spot last night. So well, it didn't, because I cast there and it drifts down, doesn't it? But yeah, so I'll just have to cast up there and let it drift down, won't I? And then I should be in the right drifty sort of place. But yeah, so it is the start of January. What? Let's have a quick look on the calendar. What's that going to be? It will be January the 8th. This video is up, as long as they all go up in the right order. So it'll be a shame if we don't, but them days are gone now. But yeah, I have bought some knitted poppies, because I'm sick and tired of the paper ones. Well, that's a whole nother story. The paper poppies are now all paper. There's no plastic stalk. And I'm afraid to say I've been brought up, it was bad enough when a poppy went from just the red poppy to a green leaf. That was the first thing that cocked it up for me, but I kept wearing them, and you get used to it, don't you? And now they've done away with the plastic black bit and the plastic stick. So I went in, I thought I'm going to have to get a button badge. I don't want a button badge, but I'm going to have to get one. So I've got some old poppies in a drawer at and they're now going to become antiques, aren't they? So I'll keep wearing them. But I went in Tesco's, and in the box of paper crap they had some plastic stalks, so I bought 2 of them, one for the wife, one for me. And then I saw these at school, because I went there to get a button badge, because if I now put my coat on, I don't have to take this off. I can leave it on, it ain't gonna get all shagged. And I've got one for my hat, so I've got one on my hat if I need a hat tonight. So I'm sorted on the poppy front, because it does me, I like to have a poppy on everything, but they all get broken and tight and you're bending them all the time. So this is the way to go, I think. So yeah, that's the poppy front. Why they put a leaf on it all them years ago, I think that was 90s or late 80s, 90s, they put a leaf on it. And now they've gone all paper, as if it's going to make any fucking difference. Gets on your wick, doesn't it? Gets on my wick, I'll tell you. So if something like that gets on my tits, you can imagine calling something by sticking Europe on the beginning of its name. You can understand now why that winds me up. I've got a coat, I've got all my gear with me. I'm sure I have forgotten something. I've put all my bait out of my bait box into my bait bag to bring here from out of the van, and I've got a little tiny packet of squid with 2 squid in it. So I was at the van and I thought, oh shit, I'll have to ask someone. But what I thought I'd do is I'll use all my bait up first, including the heads, and I'm just going to be doing flappers with worm tipped off with squid. And then I came here, put my rods together, and my blue one, sometimes if you push it too far in a all of a sudden movement, I can't move it. So I had to go next bay and chat to the bloke there who said hello as I was walking past. I was going to go back to him anyhow and have a chat, but I just walked to air, disgruntled that I was fishing there, but never mind. So I come here, did that with a rod, walked back to matey boy, he helped me pull it apart, and there was some squid on the floor that was left from a fisherman in another session. So I picked it up because it was still white, going slightly pink. It's not as pink as the stuff I got. So I've now got 3 squid, and then matey boy walked over here with 2 more squid and put them down for me. I've got to put them in my box. So I've got enough squid now for tipping, so I'm alright. I might even be able to chuck out the odd bait, because I did bring some crab. But yeah, I'm going to wait until this comes right in. I shall check the rocks to see if I can walk on it, because down that way it's as slippery as hell. You can fish sooner here than what you can there. So, and it's a smallish tide, it's a 6.3 I think. 6.3 or 6.5, whatever it is, that's what it is. So when that gets to that sort of size, it takes longer for it to come in and longer for it to go out. So you seem to get longer to fish. Oh, cows are mooing. But yeah, I can hear them talking on the point. So we catch tonight. So it isn't cold. And I brought 2 of these. I've got another one to put on my hat. And I don't know if I'll be able to wear it because it's too hot. But you never know, it might get chilly later, mightn't it? And that's it. I ain't got anything else to say. I'm fishing with my Ziplex ZF TF 50/50s. I've got the usual suspects in reels. I've got the Penn Spinfisher 6500 live liner. I've got oh, what have I got on that? I've got Trabuco tournament match line on that. 0.45mm, 66.5 pound braid and strain all the way through. Try a swivel on the end, because if you don't put a swivel on the end, you ain't doing it right. The light's up there, that little light, flex tail light, that only lasts 60 minutes, the light. It blows up, I do believe, from what the wife told me, it blows a mattress up 3 mattresses, and then you have to charge it again. But you always got a cable in the van, so the van's always driving. So if you're out camping and stuff, or you got a battery pack, you can always pump it up. It is handy, it is good. I've got to do a video on it yet. I've only shown you the light, so that'll be coming. That'll only be a short little video. I've got to try and sweet talk Tom into editing it for me. So yeah, what else can I say? I ain't gonna say nothing else because the tide's coming in. The next time you see me, I'll be casting out. And yeah, see you in a bit. Right, get that clean. This is professional, isn't it? Hey, put some B-roll on next. Right, let's get this one. We ain't gonna go out far with it. Fuck's sake. You know what I've gone and done, don't you? Bloody line's gone under the spool for some reason. That would have been a fuck up, wouldn't it? Fucking lucky. That was lucky. Right, where's that gone? Around there. It felt weird when I took it down there. I don't know what happened there, how that did that. Right. Didn't feel right when I shook the rod. It the weight dropped about 2 foot. The line had gone under the spill. That's the first time that's ever happened. Right, let's get this out. Not out far. Right. That's the first one out anyhow. What we'll do is I'm going to go down now I'm fishing. I'm going to have some water and I'm going to go down there. I've got some shit sandwiches as well, I'll tell you. I don't know why I did it. I should have just cut the cheese. I did cheese and pickle, but I went to Tesco's to get, I went to Lidl's to get some soup, some festive tomato soup, and I've got 2 tins and forgot to pick my tuna up. So when it come to make my sandwiches, I pulled the salami out that I bought because I didn't have nothing apart from cheese, and I bought the salami for pizza, if we have pizza from somewhere and I want to put some extra salami on. But so I was a bit agged off with that. Anyway, where am I going with this? I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm going to go down and fill my bucket up, that's the best bet. Anyway, I'm going to have some water first. Yeah, I'm going to get the bucket of water. I shall see you in a bit. Dean, I got that right, and Dennis, they're down at the water's edge, so they must be reeling in. And oh, what am I stood there for doing this? I can't remember what I was talking about. Dean's got a radio on, and I was a bit concerned that you'd hear it here, but I can't hear it at all, so you won't hear it. But yeah, can't believe I forgot my flippin' squid. But Dean's brought me 2 bits. I've got 2 in the bag, that's 4. I found the manky one, which I've used half of already, so that's 5. Not a lot of squid, but it is what it is. I shall be going to Scott's, I reckon, to get some. I think he does fresh black lug in wraps, so I can go buy that. Hopefully he'll have some. I'll go buy some of that next time I'm over this way. I shall buy some of that and put it in the freezer once I've used it. See you in a bit. So, bloody flies are about everywhere. They seem as though they're all casting where I am. Hope they aren't. I tell you what, I couldn't fish a match. I couldn't. Too many people about. Yeah, that's it. Right. So, turn that off. That's it. Both rods are out at last. Let's turn this light on. Put you there. I hope we catch tonight. Oh yeah. That's his fishing reel. I'm trying to listen, and I'm thinking he ain't got a radio on, has he? It's up to them if they have a radio on. If it is a radio, I don't think you'd be able to hear what it is. Just coming out as a noise, I think. But yeah, right, that's both rods out, as you can see. And we're lit up. Look at that. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. We are lit up. We are alive, alive-o. I put a stone underneath my box. You won't know about that, but it was rocking because it ain't level, because I put it on the Right, and we've got festive tomato soup. Since I had the festive tomato soup on the festive day, yeah, I have enjoyed that. Well, I haven't. I enjoyed it then. And then the next week, which was 2 days ago, I had festive New Year's vegetable soup, not festive tomato soup. So I had New Year vegetable soup, which was festive a bit, and I had Yeah, because I didn't have any tomato soup, so I didn't have any soup in. Oh, there might be one tin of vegetable. Why have I got to be so honest and precise? I don't know. So I went into Aldi's, Lidl's, like I said, and I bought 2 tins of tomato soup, and I bubbled it up, and I had a food flask. So Thermos food flask, cost a fortune, and I put hot water in it, and I thought, great, I'll get that warm, I'll have some really nice piping soup. And I just thought, let's just make sure this is sealed. I tipped it up over the sink, and all hot water come out, didn't it? Just dribbled out, and I thought, Jesus Christ. I'm fed up with that, where you put things in items that are meant to be sealed and you tip them up, and it leaks out. I've just bought the Cedra 8 litre bait box. It's got a clip on it, they said. It's got a seal on it, they said. Great. I thought, fantastic. That'll be better for when I'm living in the van, keeping all the smells in. And I put some water in it, tipped it up, and all the water come out. It just flooded out. You can ask Keith. So instead of sending it back, I got the chisel out in the plane, and I planed it down and got it so it just trickled out. So the seal is now working a bit, but why put a seal on a box and have it concave in where the seal is held? Why have it concave? Why ain't it proud of the lid? I mean, for fuck's sake. So what do I think of the Cedra 8 litre box? Well, the one I got, I don't think much to it at all. The sticker on top also soaks up dirty water, and that changes colour, so it ain't just nice and white. Not that it bothers me, but if it soaks stuff up, it'll end up smelling, won't it? So yeah, should I have sent it back? Should have done, but then I'd had to buy a different box, because they ain't going to be any different, are they? So I've still got it. I bought it because it takes less room up, and I know I've got a van, but when I get my sleep mat out and everything, it just gives me a bit more room, and for 2 sessions, that's big enough. Got plenty of bait in it. It's just a pity the seal don't work. Why put a seal on it? Why have a fucking lid and a clip on it if it don't work? But there, perhaps I got a dud one. Let me know in the comments if your Cedra box leaks. Put some water in it, like 1/3 full, and just hold the handle and tip it onto its edge, on both edges, and see if it comes out. It comes out of the hinges as well. But yeah, is it worth getting? If you don't want, if you want it to seal, is mine worth buying? If you want it to seal, no. If you want a small box that keeps stuff cool for about 12 hours, yeah. I've got a Coleman box, which is 15 litre. That is brilliant, but the lid don't clip down, and again, it don't seal. But bait in that stays, if I don't open the lid, stays frozen for over 24 hours. The ice packs start getting a bit, still got ice in them, but they're starting to go wet around the edges on the ice packs, and the bait might have defrosted a bit because it don't stay frozen inside, but in the middle it'll still be really cold with crystals. But yeah, now the Coleman box is fantastic. You can't beat that. I just wanted a box with a lid on that clipped and sealed. Oh, we've got Dean and Dennis that way fishing. Keep hearing them plopping out there. Sound as though they cast in front of you, but they ain't. I don't think I can cast far to the left though. That's the only problem down there when you get a lot of people. It just narrows you. You know, Tuesday I could have casted to the bridge, and I could have casted to pull, but not tonight. And I don't mean cast that far, I mean cast in that direction, so you can search around. I don't know what you can see. Can you see that there? Them cows are bloody going at it, aren't they? Can you hear them cows? I think you can see the rod tips, I'm not sure. I've only got the light on low at the minute. I'll turn it up more. I can see all the eyes. Oh, my sandwich. You know, I was moaning about I'm not really looking forward to it. Well, that's got to be probably the best salami I've ever had. It's not like pepperoni. Pepperoni, that repeats on you, doesn't it? I thought salami did, but that ain't. And it's quite tasty for what it is. So yeah, I shall be buying that. It's the Spanish stuff, so they probably only get it in when they do the Spanish week. But I should be having that again, yeah. So my sandwiches are quite good. I've got fresh bread from Tesco's, sliced. Butter. Cheese triangle. Because I had 2 left, or else I'd have had 2 in it. But cheese triangle. And then I only put 4 rashers of 4 circles of salami. I should have put more in. But I weren't. I fed 2 bits to the cats. The cat threw 1 bit, threw it up. So I weren't really thinking much to it. I was thinking, oh God. But now it's a lot better than what it looked like. And it only looked like salami. I was expecting to smell like fresh ham, but it ain't fresh ham, is it? So it'll smell like salami. Anyway, I'm going now. Talking too much, way too much. I've ordered some 64 gig cards. So that gives me just over 2 hours filming. So that's gonna keeping them below 2 hours in it. So I'm sorry if the videos are a bit out of date with I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's never bothered me before. It ain't bothering me now. But then this is, I think this is number 9 in the bank. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is video number 9. So I could go fishing. I could not go fishing for 9 weeks. I could virtually miss, at the rate I'm going, I could miss all of winter out. Obviously I ain't gonna. But yeah, I've never claimed that my channel had videos that are up to date as a check. And the only way you can do that is by fishing live. So you do a video live. And I've never confessed to doing that. See, that sounded as though it was right in front of me, but it weren't. I'm anticipating. So yeah, so I've got a lot of videos in the bank, so there's going to be plenty of videos coming. I wanted to get some underneath in the bank, so if anything goes wrong, I've got videos, because I live inland. I'm an hour and a half. This mark to me is 50 minutes, but 50 minutes there and 50 minutes back, that's still a long old trek, isn't it? And in the midst of winter, you know, to do a video, to get a video out every week, that's a lot of effort. I don't mind doing the effort. Tom certainly don't mind editing each week, so it'll just carry on. But yeah, I like to get some in the bank. So yeah, I'm not apologising. I'm just letting you know that you watch my channel because you like watching me, or watching me fish and where I fish. Because an up-to-date diary, it ain't that. So I'll see you in a bit. That's enough of looking at my rods. Not even the wife looks at my rod that long, and you've had ages looking at it. It's both of them. See you in a bit before I dig myself a hole. Let's get that there. I'm going to reel this left-hand rod in because I was talking to Woody a minute ago, and this rod was banging away, and then it stopped. And it then stopped, so I rung the missus up, and it hasn't banged since. So either someone was having a go at it, or it's a flounder. got some new boots. I bought some new boots from Jerry's, and I think I'm going to have to use it. Something's bit this and had a bite on this rod, but what the problem is one hook's hooked onto the other. Look at that. And it's twisted as well, look. So the line snood was all twisted up. So someone's had a go at that. That was definitely a fish. Oh, you bastard. So we'll get this baited up. I'll bring you back for the cast. So at least there's something out there. So that's promising, isn't it? It's only early. Tide isn't even in yet. Right, let's get this out. See that there? Them two lugs there I found on the floor. Some very nice fishermen left them there for the flies, and they're still alive. I whacked them down and they stiffened up, so they're on my hook. So I've got some fresh bait. So let's see what happens. This is not going out far. Always remember to take the bay alarm off. Right, I've got another black lug there as well. Yellowtail or black lug. So yeah, found it on the floor. So I'm getting all my bait up to now has been off the floor. And I've just had a bite, which was a good bite because it must have shook the lines. So they chucked them down there with the water and there was 3. I can't seem to see if there's any more. Nope. Well, that's all. That's all the free bait. Can't knock that, can you? Oh, let's go over here, shall we? There we are, in the shelter. It's my abode. I've put a stone underneath at the back of the box. Look, take the wobble out. It's no good having a wobble. I might sit on that and slip out, mightn't I? Long while since I've done that. I might go have a chat with Dean, see if he's caught anything, because I'm quite happy to sounds like he's casting right in front of me, but he won't be. Anyhow, listen to Hull. I kid you not, when I packed up 2 days ago on that video on bonfire night, Hull still sounded like a war zone. That whole strip there, that whole strip, just like a war zone it was. It was unbelievable. Don't know how far back in from the river it went, but there was fireworks everywhere. And banging away, even when you didn't see them in the sky, they were banging away. Right, well my drags are set. I'm going to go see Dean, see what he's caught. But at least we've had a bite. Right, I'm going to get this reeled in. I've been for a chat with Dean. The left hand rod has kicked off again, but I haven't checked it. Oh, I've been sat down too long. Well, it don't matter how long I sit down. I've been stood up too long, and the sit down hasn't been good enough. So let's get this in. Once I get moving. Right. I ain't gonna chuck this in. I have fished here before. I don't know what I've caught. I've caught flounder and eel there. I don't know if I've caught a cod. I might have done. It is what it is, isn't it? Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get over here. I'll get this baited up and I'll chuck it out. I ain't going to chuck it out far. I'm only going to do a short cast. Literally probably 10 yards past the rocks onto the mud. Probably 15 yards past the stones. Well, I'm going to get this battery changed on this camera. Can you see the business end of the rods there? It's on the slant really. But yeah, you can see me, can't you? Oh, relax tonight. Don't think there's going to be any ranting tonight. It's just going to be a nice calm session. Don't know if you can hear them waves. They're just lapping on the beach. Beach. Well, it's a shoreline, isn't it? The chaps down on the point said, just walked past and said, come down. But I ain't done a lot of fishing. I have, but what I've been doing is I've been nipping around talking to Dean and Dennis. Dean's had and Dennis have had 2 or 3 whiting, probably a flounder I think he said, or an eel, I can't remember now. But they've had fish. I've had that one bite. Line all tangled up and the hooks were together, so something had hit that. I am fishing flapper reefs tonight, size 2. I think a size 2 hooks on there. And that's what I caught all my cod last time on. They're plenty strong enough. They're only cheap hooks from Jerry's, but every hook is razor sharp. They're a bait holder hook because I'm using worm and squid. I've got sizes from size 4, I think. I might have size 6, I can't remember. Definitely got size 4, all the way up to 1 ooze, 2 ooze. I think I've got 4 ooze and 5 ooze. but you sell them 50 in a box. They're cheap as chips really, but they are razor sharp. I've brought more expensive hooks than them and they've been blunt. I'm going to keep watching these. I've just had some festive tomato soup. Not that it's festive anymore. It's weird really, because I'm saying it's not festive anymore and Christmas hasn't even been yet. Right, so that one's probably out from where the water is now 30 yards, but I've got to chuck out further than 10 to 15 because of the rocks, and then you got the seaweed. I told you I was going to be on the beach, didn't I? I told you I'd be on the beach fishing and using my new rod, but I aren't, Emma. I've lied yet again. I don't know, us fishermen that lie all the time. The reason being is I caught 2 cod 2 days ago and I thought to myself, let's get down there while there's still cod coming out. And as of yet, I ain't got one, but it always catches on the ebb, doesn't it? 95% of the time. So that's why I've come here. You will see the rod. I'm not even going to talk about the rod. I have got a new rod. And you will see it. I just don't know when, but you will see it, I promise you. If I blank here, I might go over on the coast and try and catch some fish there, and then I should be straight back here again. I bought a couple of reels to sell. I'm gonna become an eBay seller because with my hip and everything, I'm not earning any money in my second job, and I ain't even got paid yet really. Got paid some but not all. So I only finished the job in March. Yeah, it's a bit demoralising to be honest. But I'm going to start up an eBay account. And I bought 2 reels. I said to the wife, there's reels there, I'm buying them. So I bought them through the business. It's all got to go through the books. And I bought an Abu 6000 red. Lovely reel it is. 2 little pinprick marks on it and that's it. Little tiny handle. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But it had a broken screw in it. It's a 4-screw Abu as well. Anyhow, I took it all apart and was trying to get it out, and it just moved with the pliers and the tweezers that I was using at the time. And I thought, I don't believe it. And I put my thumb on it and turned it and turned it and turned it, and it came straight out. So now all I've got to do is find a screw. So before I can sell reels and sell parts, I've got to buy it. And I also bought another reel. I bought an what is it? It's a rocket reel, but it's not a chrome rocket, it's the old rocket, and it's in better nick than what the pictures show. All the blemishes and everything, you can't really see them unless you take a close-up picture, and that does make sense to me. So I'm now thinking of cleaning it all up and repairing some of the worn bits, because the handle's bent, but I've got another handle. Even though I can straighten the handle, but then I can put a new handle on, it'll look better. But it's a handle off that time. And I might put a magnet in it, and I might sell that on eBay, because then it'll be up to date, so anybody can cast it and it won't blow up. Being me, I'm looking at these reels thinking, well, I could keep that. So I don't know if I'm actually selling the right sort of product on eBay, because I can see me getting this stuff and end up keeping it, and I won't ever have anything to sell. But yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do something. She'll see in a bit when I reel that in. We've still got bait on. We have still got bait on, so at least I was still fishing. But I've got another rig baited up now. So let's get this up and then I can. So I've still got black lug tipped off with squid because that's all I got. So we'll get this out. I ain't going to chuck it out far. Oh, shall I chuck this out far? We'll chuck this out a bit further, this one. I've been chucking them all short, around about 30 yard. So let's chuck this out a bit further. Oh, you bastard. Chuck that one out a bit further. We'll give it a bit. And then I'll bring it in and change boat. Pulling line off that reel, but I would say there might be some weed on it because that's the rod I chucked out further. Let's get this close one in. Nothing on here. We'll get this changed. Get this changed. Cast out. Oh bollocks, stick real enough out. I'll chuck this one a little bit further out, not too far. You had enough, mate?
I'll see you. 9 o'clock. You up?
Just put you where. They're gone. They're going. He's got to get them to his missus, he said. I don't think these wives realise how lucky they are with us fishermen. Do they? Right. Going to chuck this one out a little bit further. And then I'll rebait that rig up. I'll rebait the rig up. And it's taken a while to sink and settle. I guess I've chucked that too far again. I don't know how long this video is. Sorry about all the jolting. We ain't filmed much. I ain't even filmed an hour yet. Bloody hell. Mind you, I ain't caught any fish either ever. Oh, you bastard. Chucking it right up on the edge there because there's little mice up there and I'm a softie. Right. Putting full worms on as well. The other day I was putting half worms on, just putting a worm on to put on the hook. That should have gone on the top one, shouldn't it? I always seem to catch on the top snood on a flubber rig. I do catch on the bottom, but both them big cod come on the top snood. What's that wrap? And we've got this one next. Squid on. It's just a lack of anything really. I mean, last session, they were catching yesterday apparently, but last session, Tuesday on the 5th of November, I was catching all sorts of fish, you know, white and flounder. Today I ain't caught jack shit. I had that good bite, tangled the whole rig up, but apart from that, that was it. Let's get you up there. Right. This is the one I casted out a long way. Well, quite far. Tide's going out now. Jack shit. Fucking jack.
Early, mate.
You what?
Still early.
Yeah. But you'd think you'd catch a flounder or a whiting, but no, wouldn't we? Let alone anything else.
I was down there last night.
You was?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely chilled out. Absolutely chilled. So, this is where I am, walking down. Here's the shoreline where the stones, the sea defence is here, and then you got the shoreline. and this is where I'm fishing. But when you get this stuff with the mud in like that, it's slippery as arsehole. But this water is going out now. But we have got time. But it is lovely here. All I've got to listen to is this water lapping on the shore. And there's hardly any wind. Nearly went then. Yeah, sorry about that, bumping around. So, yeah, so it's really slippery on that mud and stones. But I've just checked my soles on these boots, and these are like my intermediate boots now. Because they're worn, I use these for this time of year, so that it's not that cold, do you know what I mean? But it's too cold to wear my Dunlop boots because they've got no liner in. So but what I've noticed is there's no tread underneath, so I don't think that really helps, does it? When it gets a layer of mud underneath like it does on mud, it ain't no good, is it? So I think I'm gonna have to bring out the new ones and wear those, because they've got more grip on it, and I'll try it, because Tuesday night down there was treacherous. Down there it's a lot easier, but I ain't catching fish here. Dean is caught whiting and flounder, I think. I expect he had 3 last time I went and saw him. I expect by now he's probably had 15. I'm blanking. But the chaps that are on the point are gone, so they must know something, don't they? But it is coming to the golden hour, so they have gone early. But he did say he had to get home to his wife, so yeah, I wouldn't want a wife like that. I'm not going to dig a hole there, but I'm quite happy with mine. Just had a bit of a bite on that, so thought I'd come down here. Gone again then. Just take your time, Vern. You ain't got to rush it. You ain't got to rush it. What can it be? Is it a bite? Is it a fish? Did that just move then? I looked away. I do love these rods, you know. I can... Billy, I can only thank you for contacting me and offering me to buy that rod. I appreciate it. I've got 2 rods exactly the same, and for their age they're in glorious condition. I've spruced them up a little bit. I can't thank you enough, mate. And the same goes for you, John. Talked me into getting the blue one. Well, you told me about it. It wasn't until 2 days later I then realised, oh, I could have used it as a fixed spool. Nice slack liner would be good, wouldn't it? I'm going to turn you off, or am I? Right, I'm going to reel this in because it's tapped again. That could just be a crab, couldn't it? Could just be a crab. Let's reel the right end rod in. Let's reel the right end rod in because that's going. That just went again then. I'm going to reel the right end rod in first because the other one's just gone out. Yeah. Right, let's get this down here. Am I in shot? I don't need all that over there, do I? That's better. Right. Well, that's sort of the blank out. Thought I could see it taps. That's sorted that out, brilliant. That's a bit better. Chuff with that. Let's get these in the bucket. 2 whiting. Oh, brilliant. We'll get this out and chuck this out. Oh, it's a long while coming. I've chuffed I've caught a fish. Oh, don't hook up on that. Can't. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits. 2 whiting. After all this length of time, I'm right chuffed. Really am. So, let's, getting late, isn't it? I ain't had enough. Right, let's get this. I'm chuffed with that. I don't know if I've mentioned that. Right. Check it out short again. Sort these whiting out. Let's hope they're in the shallow lipped hooked. Brilliant. Ha! Caught ourselves 2 whiting. Right, let me show you them in the bucket. Let's hope they're alright, eh? Yeah, they're alright. Look, they're swimming up. Both up the right way. You see that? Brilliant. So I should be able to unhook them, give you a quick show, and get them back. So let's get this. Right, we've got that there. Got my cloth, which is damp, so it should be all right. Right, so you can be the first one. Yeah, hook nicely. Ooh. That's the first one out. There you have it. One little, oh, you bastard. Preservation of fish. Towel now. One whiting. Let's get him back. Fucking slippery or what? I'll be able to use these boots for the beach. That's what I'll have to do now. I'll have to wear. I shall have to wear my new ones here and wear these for the beach. Just have to put up with the heat, won't I? So that's the first one. He went back. I chucked him out past the seaweed. This one's swimming around. It's so good to see a whiting that croaked it, and they're nicely hooked as well. Oh, what? This one's blind. I kid you not. We've got a whiting that's blind and he's alive. Look, bless him. No eye there, and no eye there. Look. You see that? No eye, no eye. That is unbelievable. And he's alive and he's not even skinny. Bless him. Let's get him back. Bloody blind fish. Fucking hell. I can't wear these boots there now. Oh, fucking dangerous as fuck. I only thought about it in the garage when I was loading my stuff up, and I thought, oh, we'll see what it's like. But the mixture of the mud on the stones and no tread on this, plus when you get mud on these, it's mud against mud, and I'm over. So yeah, new boots need to come out, and I'll wear these on the beach because these are still warm even though they're wearing away inside. Right, I'm going to get this rig baited up that I've just took off, and then we'll bring in the left hand rod, and I'm going to have to take my hat off because I'm getting hot. So I'll get this baited up and then we'll bring the other rod in because there's something on it. That was kicking off as well. These boots. I'm hoping that it is the boots because I don't know if I could fish here with all that slippery. It's only just happened though. I can't believe the boots must have been getting worse. But why has it only just happened? I'm thinking there was something on that. Never mind, get it baited up. Well, I ain't worked out the length, optimum length yet. I did yet Tuesday. I just had a place where they were biting. But today, not so much. Right. That's there. It shouldn't hit the camera. Oh dear. Well, it'd be lovely to catch a cod, but do you know what? You get sessions like this. Last night they were yanking them out. This morning, yanking them out. Well, that's not looking good. Dean has just caught another. God, it's hard work doing this with one hand. especially when the weight's all on it. Right. Now then, this one on the left is the first one to reel in. Yeah, so you can't believe it, can you? You saw what I caught on the Tuesday. Wednesday apparently there was a fantastic session down there by New Ender people. Caught fish this morning as well. Caught fish over low water, I think. And this is the next tide. And I've had 2 whiting. Dean's catching fish like a good one, but he pumps his own bait. He's got fresh bait. And so will Dennis, I presume. I don't know what matey boy's got up there. But I expect he's got good fresh bait as well, because I think he was fishing there last night with Scott, so I think they're all in the same fishing group. Anyhow, I can honestly say I'm quite chilled, and I don't think there's going to be much ranting going on, I'll tell you. And sometimes that's a good thing, isn't it? Hey? Keep Paul happy anyhow, wouldn't it? Right, let's get this reeled in. It did give a huge bite again, but nothing since. Could have a whiting on it, I suppose. What one? Is this your line? Oh. Ah, fuck off. Oh, I had 2 fish on there. Fuck off. Fucking arsehole cunt. Right. I'm sure there was another fish on there. Oh, you bastard. Must have fell off. Right. Come on, man. tip eye. Fucking arsehole. Right. What a balls up that was. We've got ourselves another fish though. Bloody eel. I reckon that's what I had first cast, you know. I turn up the night when there ain't no cod. Oh, you bastard. This bloody uneven rock's isn't very good for me, I'll tell you. Right. Go on in you go, have a breather. Oh, we've got ourselves an eel. Don't come out the fucking bucket. Oh dear, sorry for all the language. Like I say, it's getting a bit late. Oh, this is hooked all right. Unbelievable. Some people, I don't know. Perhaps they ain't got time to talk, I don't know. Oh no, he's talking to them. He talked to the bloke next to me to my right. He's talked to Dean to my left. Walks past me. Probably a fan. Fucking idiot. Right, come on little fella. Oh, there's silt in the bottom. Wonder what it was. Come on. There you go. Come on little fella. That's your tail. That's your tail. Right. That's in good condition, this eel. Oh, bollocks, you fucker. Right, I've got to get this fucker back here. I'm not steady. I think I need some tablets. One eel. I'm hoping you can see that. See him? It's a rattlesnake. It's a Humber, river Humber rattlesnake. And with that, I think that might just be the type. He's in beautiful condition. Absolutely beautiful condition. So yeah, let's return this rattlesnake, eh? Ain't a rattlesnake. You fool. What are you on about? Feels like a rattlesnake. Sure there was another fish. Fuck's sake, no more talk, you fucking wanker. Fuck off. Oh, you bastard. I'm sure there was another fish. Must have found the water. Must have found the water. Torch is bloody reduced. nothing now. Right. Can't see anything. Right, try and get the other torch out. Fucking leaf. Oh, you bugger. These bloody boots. These boots are lethal, absolutely lethal. But we know what we're doing with them. They're getting sidelined. Well, 2 white and a nail. That's not bad, is it? And yeah, I better. Oh, for God's sake! Got tangled round the other line, didn't I? Said, didn't I, when I did it, I thought to myself, fucking tangled up my lines. I'm casting one way and you're casting the other, and I tangle up my fucking lines. Missus will be saying now, you should have packed up. You're there too long. You're getting agitated, Vernon. Not that she calls me Vernon. She never calls me Vernon. Normally big cock, big knob, monster shag she sometimes calls me. Light of my life. She calls me all sorts. Right, now this one's going out short, and can you see me? Oh, come on, you bastard. Right, you should be able to see something there. I can't be asked to move it. I can't believe I'm fishing so late either. I can't. That was the last cast. So, Gordon, tell that lad of yours to get the kettle on. I've caught again. Rigs there. Right. Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, fuck off! I'm gonna. Kids, it's not clever to swear. I don't care if I get a fish now or not. I've caught 2 whiting and an eel. Isn't that fantastic? All the fish that are coming out just now, and there I am. What 2 whiting and an eel. There you go. They're either here or they aren't, and I would say they've gone on the bloody oldies, haven't they? So I think I'm quite lucky to have caught what I've caught, because I don't normally catch an eel in November. They're normally like a spring summer type fish for me. Right, I'm going to quickly walk round to Dean, see what he's catching, if he's catching anything at all. Matey boy to the right of me's just cast it out again, and I hope that when I come back there's a slack line there. because that's going to be fun going down there in these boots, isn't it? I nearly said to the wife the other, I said today, was it today? It was today. I said I think I need some boots with studs in, because it was so slippery out there. And I never thought, well I did, but it's too late. I was then in the van. Next time I come out, I'll bring my new boots. If it's still slippery, I'm just going to have to fork out for some boots with studs in it. That'll be a waste, won't it? They'll be virtually knackered by winter. Well, these rods, once I reeled them in, that's it, it'll be over. I've really enjoyed tonight, to be honest. It's been it's lovely weather. The wind's picked up a bit more now, and there's that slight chill in it. But it's not like, ooh, brass monkeys chill, it's just a bit fresh. If the sun was out with that wind, it'd be an absolute beautiful day. But yeah, I have enjoyed today. I've only caught 2 whiting and that eel. It was a beautiful conditioned eel. All fish have been hooked perfect in the mouth for a change. Bit different to a few sessions back when everything come in, it was like a nightmare. I've been down and chatted to Dean. He's caught 5 whiting. Dennis had a couple or 3. I don't know what anyone else has caught, if anything at all. The 2 people that were on the point just caught a couple. So it's like in this tide, all the cod and codlin have gone. Unbelievable. It's like when these fish turn up, I'm getting to the point now where I think you have got to go each time, you know, as much as you can, which is what I've actually tried to do. But I've only missed 1 night, and that was the night I shouldn't have missed. But there, I've enjoyed myself, and to be honest, I'm so laid back and calm, it's unbelievable. I can't say that I haven't been, well, I can't remember when I've been so calm since, you know, before at all. Don't know what's coming out then, but it is getting late now. The time now, sponsored by Vernon, is 23:40. So high tide was at 9. I should have finished fishing 40 minutes ago, and I should be in the van now on the way home. Got work in the morning. You know, last night I woke up on the sofa, chucked the cat out, and then I went in the front room and got undressed. Don't get too excited. And I just got undressed, sat there, and I just laid to my left and woke up at 5:45 in the morning. I jumped up, I was frozen, got into bed, because we got a hot water bottle for a bed, and I had 40 minutes in bed before I had to get up and go to work. I managed to nod off again, but it was so warm in bed. I think we got it set at like 30 degrees. It was roasty. So anyhow, I've had a good couple, well, I've had probably 3 right good bites there. That last bite was obviously the eel. I'm sure I had another fish on there. I think it fell off, but it would have fell in the water. I've gone down there and can't see it. I've got my other torch on because the Fenix has run out now. I've got this Fenix HL40R. Oh, I'll put it away now. And I've used that on the brightest setting, and it's run out. So I've now put the Army Tech on. But I have got a new head torch coming, which I've bought myself. And hopefully, if it is what I think it is, and it isn't some sort of piece of crap, yeah, well, I'll show you no matter what. But I've bought it. I have. Because the bastards give it to everyone else, but not yours truly, Verns Sea Fishing. What's all that about? And yeah, I shall talk more about that because I got it at an absolute bargain. If it is as good as it is, and I haven't been sold a pup, then I will show you. I'll show you it anyhow. But hopefully it'll be brilliant. I'm gonna watch these rods for 5 minutes, and then I want to bring them in, and that'll be the end of the video. I forgot to take my painkillers again, so I've just took them. Gone 8 miles. Oh, you bastard. Gosh, this is where I was when I rode this evening. Now, isn't it? Now I've got to unhook this. And then I've got to dice with my life again over this fucking mud. Oh. I shall put this in the bucket and I shall return it as soon as I pull the other rod in. God, that is dangerous. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I might have done. Look at that. That's a nice size flounder, isn't it? Oh, for God's sake. I was going to have to swing, I'm afraid. Right. There's a good sized flounder. Let's get it in the bucket. I'll get him unhooked. And then I'll get the other rod in. Now I'm going to carry it down to release it. See you in a minute. Right, let's give you a quick show of this fish. There you go. On flounder. It's a good sized fish and all. What's that? Probably 32. Don't get better than that, does it? Unless it's a double figure cod. Right, let's get this rod reeled in. Right. I'm struggling a bit because I ain't sat down or anything. It's what it is. Isn't it, pet? Right. Let's get this over here. Right. On there. Right. Let's have a look. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Right. Let's get this red rod in. I'll go on this bloody slippery mud again. Have I mentioned the mud? Slippery. Well, that wasn't so bad on the weed. Let me get this. Let's just get these off in the water quick. Oh, you bastard. Too white and that. At least we caught some fish. Where's the bucket? Oh, there it is. Right. I could have unhooked them down there, but I was a bit unstable. So, oh you bastard, oh, we've got another blind one in one eye this time. Look at that. See him? Yeah, nothing there. He's got one bit of eye there, one whiting. Bloody hell, it's unhooked itself. Right. So we've got this little whiting. He's got good eyes. You see that? And we've got this whiting, poorly eye, good eye. And we've got a chunk of a flounder. And he's got two good eyes as well. So I'm going to get these back. That's going to be fun, isn't it? You'll probably hear me. Wife will be shaking her head. And then I can pack up and we can head off. Just check you can see that. Oh yeah, bastard. Yeah, you can see it. So what's that then? Is that how many whiting have I caught? 2 whiting, 4 whiting, 4 whiting, 1 eel and a flounder. And the whiting are swimming about, so hopefully I'll be able to get them back. I'll bring you back when I return. Right. Well, what can I say? Is that in there? Yeah, that's in there. Well, turned out nice again, hasn't it? So yeah, bit of a flourish at the end. So that's 4 whiting, very pretty eel. He was in tip-top condition, he was. And that lovely flounder. Could have measured it. I couldn't be asked to walk over the tray for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's turned out alright again, hasn't it? Oh dear. Don't know what to say really. I'm a bit too laid back today. Yeah, no, it's been good. I was hoping for a codlin or a cod, because after catching 2 on Tuesday I thought they still might be here, but they've been here every tide apart from this one. But at least I've caught some fish, and that's what it's all about. So I'm happy really, to be honest. It's been a glorious night. It hasn't been cold. I might have my coat on, but the wind's been a bit fresh at times, and it would chill you through your hoodie after so long, so put the coat on just to eradicate that. But you don't need to know that. Tuesday night I heard them fireworks virtually from when I got here until I left. They were still going when I was driving down the road. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And tonight all I've heard, because the wind's probably blowing the right direction, are these cows. They ain't shut up. It's now gone midnight. Time is, sponsored by Vernon, 11 minutes past midnight. High tide was at 9, 3 minutes past 9. And them cows ain't shut up. Mind you, neither have I. Swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Good to hear, that's what I mean. I ain't saying, oh, it's bloody cows and all this. It's just good to hear. Where else can you go and hear the sea and hear a load of cows kicking off? So there must be a nice cow in there, and the bull's getting a bit randy perhaps, I don't know. Anyhow, it's enough of that. There we have it, 4 whiting, 1 eel, 1 flounder, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Will the next session be on the beach? Possibly, but I don't know. You know, I could be here again. It all depends on time, weather, and what's most convenient. But you will see my rod soon. I will show you my new head torch when it turns up, and I'll see you anon. I'm the sort of person that can torture a knob